My take of the game. I mean, Champlain did a really nice job. Um, our offense, took the lead, big double by Lip. Sent Champ back out, did a really nice job, and then we brought in Robert. It just didn't go as well for him. Had a hard time commanding the ball. That inning right there was a tough one. We tried to find a soft landing spot for his first AAA outing. That was probably the best spot to put him in at the moment. Just didn't go well for him, but hopefully we could pick him up. The lead just had a little sloppy in there in the eighth. Some defense, but very, very rare game for us, defensively and pitching. But we got to come back. That's part of it. You knew it was going to be hard, tough, but got to be able to bounce back tomorrow and get a W.
Coach, just wanted to ask you about Champagne and his outing. Was it the plan all along for him to go 6?
Yep.
Okay.
We actually was more leaning towards 5, and then we wanted to get Penrod and Palmquist against some lefties. They want to see these guys against lefties, and they need to be able to get guys out. Left-handed, but Champlain made some good adjustments and got through there pretty easy to the 6th. And then they want us to put have Krantz in the ball game. He's had about 4 days off since coming up from Double-A. He's had a great year down there. Got his feet wet. And hopefully, I know he'll be better next time, but we just didn't do enough on him my own. But Champlain did his job, and we didn't get that in, and we didn't limit the damage there in the 7th. Put it that way.
From your perspective, what makes this Toledo team? Obviously, their record is their record, but what makes this Toledo team tough?
You can't look at the record because their big league team is not playing as well as they'd like, and they got guys going back and forth, but they always play well. If you look at the hitting part, they're tough outs. I mean, they got 1 through 9. It's sort of similar to our lineup. They work you. If you make mistakes, they make you pay. And they had our number tonight, but I believe we'll be better tomorrow. I trust the guys. They know us at stake. We just got to continue to believe that we can do it and go have fun and play as hard as you can.
The wind was brutal tonight. How did you guys plan to limit hard-hit baseballs tonight?
Well, I mean, going into it, we went out, we did our defensive work. We knew the wind was going to be pretty bad, so we did a lot of defense. Outfielders took a lot of fly balls off of a fungo just to kind of get accustomed to it. We knew it may die down at some point, but we wanted to get them out there and make sure they see which way the ball's carrying, because it's weird because it looks like it's blowing out, and it is. But sometimes you feel like it's got a crosswind, so we hit a ton of fly balls today on our high day on defense to get them used to it. But, Champlain, I was glad he did what he did because it's a tough environment to pitch in, because pop flies are a chance to go out of the yard, and but he did a nice job. We just didn't we didn't do well out of the pen.
What do you expect from Robert Kranz moving forward?
Well, he's if you look at his numbers from Double-A, they brought him up here. He's got a 40-some% strikeout rate, and he's only walked like 4%. So I just think you get the jitters out his first AAA outing, and hopefully he'll be back to what he was doing in Double-A. It's a challenge. You come up here, you're in a playoff race. You get an opportunity to get into a big spot in the game. It's part of development. People think he can pitch in the big leagues, and there's no better place to see here the environment. And I believe that you get this outing out of the way, he'll be much better next time.
Out of the past 3 games, do you really see any struggles with the offense?
I think the first game, the 2 guys that started, the one guy that started Tuesday and the guy that started tonight, they moved the ball around. They're kind of a veteran type guys that they throw it in, they move it away, they go back in. They use their fastball against us, and you got to tip your cap. But we got the big hit in the 4th to take the lead, but they're well coached. I know their pitching coach. I play with Bach, and he's going to be spot on with his advance and video, and he's got these guys prepared. It's just going to be a challenge, but I trust our guys are better than theirs, and they believe it. We just got to get some things going to get those big innings. Hopefully we can come out and score 10 tomorrow.
You talk about the seventh and eighth inning not being an uncharacteristic
Yep.
type. From your perspective, what do you think went wrong in those 2 innings?
Well, we didn't throw the ball over the plate. If you look, I think they didn't really only get 1 hit, and they scored 5 runs. So that hadn't happened here this year at all, and very uncharacteristic. But that's the big key. You just didn't throw it over. You can't give free passes here. You can if you can get away with it some if you have strikeout stuff. But in this case here, we just walked in about guys that hit too many people, and it kind of the game got away from us there. But we fought it in the 9th inning. We made them bring in a guy that hopefully won't be available tomorrow. Testament to these players, but it's fun. I'm so proud of our group that they put themselves in a situation to be playing for something. It ain't easy. The team that we're playing, they don't want us to get in. They play in spoiler like we did last year to Lehigh Valley. But hopefully we can rise to the occasion tomorrow and win the rest of these games.
Bobby Malik Ortiz kind of started a small rally for you guys in
Yep.
the 9th. What can you say about his impact, in your lineup this season so far?
Well, I mean, he's been hot. He carried us for when we're in that winning streak there in May. He carried our offense. I mean, he hit a ton of homers, drove in a lot of runs. I mean, I think he's got 51 RBIs now in the season. So that's what you want from the middle. We can get some guys going. Mo's just probably trying to do a little bit too much right now, but I like our lineup. I like everybody in it. We just got to continue to grind and do what we can to win these next 3.
As I was just going to say, as you go into the weekend with the last 3 games,
Yep.
fighting for this playoff spot, what are you guys looking to do, differently than the first 3
We
games?
just got to go and fight, compete. Right now things are going their way. I mean, you look at the inning we had tonight. Seaver hits a bullet. It's probably a possible double, and it hits Franklin in the leg. That's just the way things are. But we got to fight. We talk about it every day in our advance. We put ourselves in a good spot. I think we were 7 or 8 games down going into May. We're playing for something. Just go out and play fearlessly. Not worry about making mistakes and see what happens.
Thank you.
Got one more thing.
Yeah.
Just you talked about Franklin. Is he okay? Is he doing well?
He should be.
Okay.
I mean, I talked to the trainers after. I feel like they'll pink patch him. Get this miracle pink patch that somehow I don't know who come up with that, but it's pretty neat patch, and it's illegal. It ain't illegal, So hopefully he'll take that and be good.
Okay.
Should be.
Perfect.